I'll just share my screen so we can go through the presentation together. I'll be taking you through the CRM and the various features, how to use them in your operation. All right, so some of you already have access to the CRM. I mean, you have your username and your password. If you don't have your username and your password, please talk to the team lead so that can be generated for you. For the team from Teamtel who are on this call, I'm aware that you don't have your username and password. After this meeting, that will be generated and forwarded to you. All right. So thank you all very much for joining this meeting. The screen we're looking at right now is the CRM. I'll start from the login page. The login page, this is the login page. To log in, you'll be required to go to crm.excel3.com. So the website address is crm.excel3.com. Let me see if I can write that somewhere here. So you go to crm.excel3.com. So if you can write that down, document it somewhere, that would be a good idea because you'll be using this more often. So to access the CRM on your browser, you type crm.excel3.com. That will take you to the web page that we're looking at right now. So on this web page, you'll be required to provide your username and your password. If you don't have details of your username and your password, please talk to your admin. They will be able to create it, or talk to your IT team. They will be able to create it and set that up for you. All right, so let's just log in. To log in, I'll provide my username and my password, and then click on sign in. Once you click on sign in, that will take you to the dashboard. The dashboard is the first page of the CRM. And there are some useful information on this dashboard that you should pay attention to. For instance, like the announcement, the reminder, the notification, and my task. So often information will pop up in this area depending on how the admin choose to use any of this area, and they will be requiring your attention. The navigation bar is on the left-hand side. You will see on the navigation bar starting from dashboard down to settings. That is the navigation bar. However, if you are looking at this on a smaller screen, you could have that navigation bar compressed in this form, or sometimes it could even be compressed into the main menu here if you are looking at it on your mobile phone, in which case, if you click on this main menu, then the navigation bar will drop down. So this is the navigation bar. When you are giving your password for the first time, you will see once you log in, your name is shown clearly here. If you click here, you can go to change password to change that password to a password that you are comfortable with. You can also go to update profile. To update your profile, you can change this picture to your home picture so that the account reflects your true self. All right, so let's go to some of the features. I've explained the dashboard, which is the first page that shows when you are logged in. Then the next page you have there is the ticket section. The ticket section is one of the core area of the CRM because it helps you to keep track of cases as they happen, incidents or cases that you need to keep track of as they happen. When those cases are closed, this ticket section helps you to keep track of them. So when you click on ticket section, you will see my tickets. My tickets are tickets that you have created or tickets that have been assigned to you for resolution by the admin. If you go to all tickets, all ticket will show everybody's ticket. However, if you are not a member of the admin, you might not be privileged to see all tickets. So the only thing you will see is my tickets and assign tickets. All right. So here you see my ticket, you see assign ticket. Let me point that out clear. So this is my ticket. Then the assigned ticket is on this side. Then you also have what is called new ticket. So the new ticket is when you need to create a new ticket for a particular customer. The assigned ticket are tickets that are assigned to you by the admin or other member of your colleagues. Then my tickets are tickets that you yourself have created. So each of these, I will show you how to use them. We'll start with the my tickets. So the my ticket shows all the tickets here, and it gives you a brief information with regard to the subject, who that ticket is for, the email address of the person, and all of these details. But first, let's start with how to create a new ticket. To create a new ticket, you click on New Ticket. So here you see New Ticket. Click on New Ticket. So this is where you create a new ticket. From here, that will show you a form that you are going to fill to create a new ticket. What do we use ticket for? We use ticket to keep tracks of issues, transactions, incidents as they happen, things that you need to keep tracks of that relates to your customers, your clients, or even internally. So maybe you receive a call from a particular customer who is saying, I have not received A, B, and C. All right. So you need to keep track of that issue, because if you don't keep track of it, the customer will call back tomorrow again and say, I still have not received A, B, and C. And I called you yesterday and you said you're going to work on it. So from the ticketing section, you will see that when you create a new ticket, it says tow. So here in the tow, you put the customer's email address. The subject, what is the customer's complaining about? Customer yet to get A, B, and C. All right. So the subject, make it as precise as possible and as concise as possible. It should be straight to the point, because you might not be the only person that is going to work on this case. So you want to make the subject reflect the true nature of what the customer said is the issue. If there is someone else that you think will work on this, then you want to put their email address in the carbon copy. If not, just leave this carbon copy the way it is. Now, if you are the one working on the ticket, you will see under assign to, you click and then you assign it to yourself. To assign to yourself, search for the first four letters that makes up your name. Sometimes if you don't know your name, then you will see it right up here. This is your name is what you are logging with up here. Let me just mark that out. I'm saying this because the admin might just not use the name that you are familiar with. So whatever name that is showing here, that is what the system recognizes you to be. Okay. So when you are under the assign to, what you should search for, it's your name, which is what is showing here. So for me, I'm logged in as First Lincoln admin. So merely searching for first should bring out this. All right. So let's go back to creating our tickets. So to continue here, I go to search, assign to. So like I said, I'm logging as. So before I finish typing the first four letters, it's going to bring it out. So I have person from admin warehouse personnel. So I can then select this. So whatever you are logging with, search for the first few letters. If you are assigning it to your colleague, then search for the first few letters of their name. The name is Rejoice. the first 4 letters will bring up that person. If the name is Tokwe, the first 4 letters should bring up that person. So I'll assign this ticket to myself because I'm the one creating it and I'll be responsible for this ticket. So I select myself. You need to tag the ticket. So if it's inquiry, you select inquiry. There are other tags that you can create. The admin can create those tags for you. You can have tickets that are inquiry, new sales, damaged product, service delivery, pricing. So you can create all of those tags so that when you are creating those tickets, you can then select the right tag and create them here. In the body section, you type the message that describe what the customer has complained about. So what has this customer complained about? You type it all in there. So I'll type what the customer has complained about in here. Try to be as brief as possible, but also capture as much information as possible. If you need the customer number, so then you need to put the customer ID too, so that they will know who you are talking about. So once you are done with that, if there is an attachment, then you can click on add attachment here. You can add the attachment. Then you can click on save. If you select send direct message, it will send a message to the customer that a ticket has been created based on their complaint. And the customer will also get the subject of the ticket. Sometimes they could get what you have typed in the ticket. So you click on this and you say save. So that creates this ticket for me. Once this ticket is created, then you can now attend to the issues that are raised in the ticket. So I have a ticket here. You will now see that the new ticket has been changed to modified ticket because the ticket is already created and there is a ticket ID for it. So if we go back to my tickets, then we can now see the ticket that have just been created and then now work on how to close that ticket. So here, I see the new ticket, customer test to get A, B, and C. So that's a new ticket. HP, okay, all right. So that's a new ticket. Now, when you create a new ticket, the system will not show the name of the person. You can now come here, click on this icon here to assign a name. I know when I was creating this ticket was created for Mr. Lekon. So here, you can now attach a name. This ticket is for Lekon and submit. So that attach the name to the ticket so that subsequently, when you are resolving or when you are looking for all tickets that are for Lekon Ayo, you'll be able to easily use the search here, search for Lekon Ayo, and that will show all of the tickets that is assigned to that person. So how do we reply a ticket? So this ticket has been created. How do you reply to the ticket? You can click on the subject link here, or you go under action and you click on view ticket. That will open the ticket in another window and show you all the details about that ticket. So I have the details about that ticket here. If you are not the one that is going to attend to this ticket, then you want to reassign the ticket. To reassign the ticket, you click here, search for the name of the person you want to reassign to, and click on reassign ticket. To edit the information here, maybe you have more information to add to this, you click on edit ticket and you can add more information to this ticket. To close the ticket, perhaps the issue has been resolved and the customer is now satisfied, you can click on close ticket right here and that will close that ticket. To reply a ticket, you will see ticket reply at the left-hand corner here. So if you click on ticket reply, you can then type your response to that ticket in the message window below. Thank you for the info. is resolved. So once you type this response and you say send reply, this response automatically will go to the customer. So the customer receives a copy of the response that you have sent, and that response also get added to the ticket history. So at any time when you are looking down, you will see what is the ticket.
It's not showing anything for me to. It's not showing. See my.
Now, we have what is called ticket notes. Ticket notes are things that you want to add to the ticket, but are not, it's not a response, to the ticket, but you don't want to add it directly to the original message of the ticket. So you want to put it in the ticket notes, all right? In the ticket note, you want to put things like the customer reported a bad experience, and we have done A, B, and C. All right. So that can just be a note for that ticket. This customer has called up to 10 times. Please, let's resolve this. So you can add as many ticket notes as possible. All right. So that is that on ticket. I'll just briefly go over it again. Your ticket will always show under My Tickets. Tickets that are assigned to you will always show under Assigned Tickets. Ideally, when you log in, you should check My Ticket and Assigned Ticket. To create a new ticket, you click on New Ticket and fill the form in there. When a new ticket is created, the name is not automatically assigned. You can click on this Edit button to assign the name. You can either assign the name by typing the name manually, or if the person is already on your client list, you can link from client, or on your lead, you can link from lead. It's easier to type the name manually and submit, and that will have that in there. To add response, reply, note, and edit a ticket, you click on the subject of that ticket, which will open a new window where you can add details to that ticket. You can add response, you can add ticket note, you can add additional participants to that particular ticket. To close a ticket on the view page, there is a close button, which will automatically close the ticket. On the view page, you have this close, which close a ticket. On the ticket list page, you can click on the action menu and click on close ticket. That will automatically close the ticket. If you have any question on ticket, I'd like to take them now before I move to the next section. Please go ahead. Olawale Oluwase, you can unmute and ask your question.
All right, thank you. So the question I have is just one. Under the form, beside the ticket code, there's a form where you said when the ticket is created, initially it's not assigned to a name or so. So my question is this: I can see that this has been it was created by first Lincoln at yahoo.com. Is there any need to add is that just the name of the person in case the name of the person is not spelled out in the email or what was written by the admin? Just give a name to the person, or that is not necessarily important. The little area that you added later.
Okay. The name is actually optional. It's just for your own convenience, because eventually when the customers are calling, they are not going to be telling you their email address all the time. So if a customer tells you their name, you can ideally just search here, and that brings up everything about Lekon. And that helps me to know that, oh, there were 3 tickets in the past that was created for this person. But if you have not tagged that name, then you have to start using the email address and then start looking for whichever one you use to search is very, very effective, but names can be easier in most cases. So, which is why we put this button there for you to link the name. It's optional, but it's recommended. If you have any question on the ticketing, please signify before I go to the next section? All right, fantastic. So,
okay. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, my
Thank
name
you.
is Valentine. I'm calling from Seco End.
Okay.
The Flex Money customer service. I'm studying for the supervisor who's absent.
Go ahead.
Okay, so for the ticket, raising of the ticket, where you said entering their email addresses. For instance, our own agents, we don't use email addresses as such to identify them. So that automatically means that if we are to put their agent code or ID or phone number there, that means they will not get any notification that a ticket has been booked for them.
Yes, they will not get any notification. The ticketing system works solely based on email address. And I'll advise you to start getting email address of customer. It also helps you in your communication with the customer. All right. So I'll move to the next one. We have what is called leads and prospects. So you see, I have skipped tax manager and client. So leads and prospect, let's quickly go through leads and prospect. On the menu by the left-hand side, you will see leads and prospect. So what do we use this for? Leads and prospect are people who are not using your services, but they are potential customers. People who have indicated interest in using your services or who you are following up to convert to customers. All of these categories of people are your leads and your prospects. And they're very, very important because if you nurture these leads and prospects very well, then they can become your customer, they can become your client, and they can become a paying customer. So that's why we have the leads and the prospect. So here you will see I have some few leads. Just like the ticket section, you will always have my leads, assigned leads, and new leads. So the other menu that are showing, which is the import lead, export leads, and all leads, they will often show for only admin. But for everybody, you will have my leads, then you will have assigned leads, and you will have new leads. Okay, so the leads are people who are potentially interested in your product or people that you are following up to get them to purchase your product. It's important you document their journey. If you don't document their journey, you will be missing a whole lot of gold mine. And in documenting their journey, you want to see at what point did I enter the leads? At what point did they make a purchase? See after we send document A, document B, what is the impact of the document that we are sending to these customers? So it helps you to gauge how your sales funnel is working. So where do we start here? You start from new leads. So if you go under new leads is I have a new person that might be interested in my product. So you go under new leads. Under new leads, you enter the name of the prospect, ABC Limited. All right. Then the lead source. Where do you get the lead from? So the lead source, where did you get the lead from? If it's from WhatsApp, billboard, phone call, walk-in, website, referral. So you want to select the lead source here. All right. So this will help you to know many of the people that are becoming our customers, where are they coming from? And then you can focus more of your marketing campaign in that area. The email address of the lead, you put it in there. If you don't know the email address, you can just put a temporary holding email. But when next you call that customer, then you want to get the correct email. You put the phone number of the leads, the lead type. the lead type when you are creating it will always be inquiry open. That means that person is still making inquiry. All right. It can also be meeting when the person has requested for meeting, negotiation, unqualified, pending, SLA. A pending legal is the agreement, then you have approval, then you have payment in finance. So all of your leads can move from each of these stages until you have sales close. Sales close is the final deal. The deal has been accepted, payment has been made, and the service is in progress. So you have sales close. So here now, you have what is called the name of the person, Mr. Lekon. All right. So if you have the name of the person, then the phone number of the person, if it's the same as the mobile number, you want to enter that in here. So those are the main important ones. The state, you can put with us. All right. Then the information. The specific here are what are the details of what this person wants. This company wants HMO subscription for 30 users. So you put that details here. Your type of service request will always show him here. All right. But these are the type of service that I've set up in my home. So then if there is a service location, you want to select the service location and then save that lead. So this is the lead I have created, and then I'll click on save. So that will create that lead there for you. So this way, the admin can know that you have created a new lead, which is ABC Limited. So here it's telling me the information already exists. All right, so it has not created that list because that information already exists. Of course, that's good. So these are all the leads that you have. Once you create a lead, then you can now from inside here send a mail. You see this icon called email. Once you click on this, you can send a mail to that lead. So I click on this email. It's going to open up. So I want to send a mail to the leads. To send a mail to the leads, you click on new email, and then you enter the subject of the mail and you start typing all of your email that you want to send to the customer. If you have an attachment, you click on add attachment and you can select the attachment from the attachment list. Okay, so if you select the attachment, you type your message. You can alternatively have select from the template, which is the email template. If you select from the email template, then the system will automatically load the message in there for you. So this is like a sample email template that I've created for my team that they use for their leads. So they won't have to keep typing this all the time because this has been created as an email template. So once you do this, then you can now click on add attachment if there's an attachment, and then you can say send mail. So this will automatically send the mail to that particular lead from him here. So the nurturing of that lead, all the requests that this person needs, you have to provide from the CRM so that you can keep tracks of all the requests in and all the requests out from the lead section. So here, you can also record information about your call, information about your meeting. When you held meeting with the client, you want to go to a new meeting. When was that meeting held? When did it end? All right. What was the conclusion of that meeting? What were the things agreed in that meeting? So this way, you can keep track of how you are nurturing that list to eventually becomes a customer. So you can enter details about meeting here. If there are legal stuff, documents that have been signed, then you want to attach that document under here by clicking on new attachment. So from here, the new attachment, and then you can attach all of that information in here. So to go back to leads, you click on lead and prospect. That shows you the leads and prospect. All right. So I would like to take your question. Either. I'd like to take your question. If you have any question, kindly just signify. All right, Kalawale, can you go ahead, please? Please, our advice, if you are not asking questions, kindly mute your mic. If you are not asking questions, kindly mute your mic.
So when you were creating the new lead, it showed that the lead already exists. So what was the criteria, or what was the data set that was captured and flagged? That was it the email? Was it the title of the lead? Or what was it exactly that makes it easy to okay? Let me go and search for it. Seeing that it already exists. I was just curious to just find out those.
Okay, thank you. So it's saying that company already exists. What it's using is the title and the name of the company. So if I search here for ABC, you'll see that actually that company already exists, which is why it is flagging it for us not to create double entry. Yes. All right, so the recording of this meeting will be ending in 2 minutes. I'm going to generate another meeting ID so that you can all join for us to conclude this section. If you have any other questions, please kindly indicate now. Any other question?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yes.
Good morning.
Go ahead. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson. Okay.
Hi, good morning.
I want to ask one question or two questions. You said.
Can you hold on with your question? Can you hold on with your question? All right, thank you. So if you can all just go to the chat section on Zoom. I'm posting the new meeting link there. So once this expired, you can just join this. Just copy the link and the passcode and have it saved somewhere on your system. Can we all do that now? All right, so I'll be handing this one. So let's join with the new meeting link. Thank you.